Together again!
It's a singy episode tonight, everybody.
Yeah, so get ready because it's about to get insufferable.
It is, absolutely. I would actually just turn it off now and just wrap it up and have a good night.
Good night!
Good night! We're singing. And annoying, but we are thrilled you're here. Welcome to an in-person dish. Girl, how are you?
Welcome. I'm better now that you're here.
Sweater brigade over here.
Yeah,
Yos.
talk about sweater meat.
It's cold here.
Yeah.
It's sexy, and I'm freezing.
I have a very firm bra on, or else you'd be treated to something a little illicit in the nipple region.
I love that. I love that usually when you add region, you try to keep the word in front of it a little more, like, suggestive and not specific.
Just nipple, yeah.
Nipple.
I couldn't think of a euphemism for nipple, so here we are.
That's actually really tough.
Yeah.
And, like, look at the day you've had. Like, don't do that to yourself. You know what I mean?
No. I put in a good 8 hours,
Yeah,
you know?
take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
what are we here to talk about?
It's great to be here.
Yes.
I got my hair done today.
You got your hair done. It looks gorge.
Thank you. I was looking for a compliment, so I'm so glad you heard me.
Yeah.
Anyone in Columbus, if you can get in, beat off all those Bexley housewives. Lindsay Gilligan at Salon Lofts in Grandview. She's the only reason I'll go to Grandview. I find it really insufferable most of the time. I'm pretty straight and terrible.
Salon Lofts is always a good choice, I feel like. You know?
It's independent.
It's independent, and you know someone who
business.
knows someone who refers you to somebody, and then you stay with that person for 15 years.
Yes. Oh my God. My partner was going to like a version of that in Florida, but was like absolutely accidentally like at the barbershop they were at like next door to a sex trafficking ring.
Oh.
Covering as like an eyebrow threading place, and they had to move locations.
Yeah.
Like my partner did. They're like, I don't know what's going on here, but I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, but I no
Florida.
longer feel comfortable supporting it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Not even in like a proximity to, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Girl, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm faring. I can't say faring. I'm weathering.
Ooh, weathering.
I'm
yes.
weathering the times in which we find ourselves.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, I think like we're at a really interesting time.
That's a word for it.
Yeah, I think we're at a really interesting time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I had a really weird year last year of a lot of uncertainty. So for those who are feeling more uncertain right now, I'm like, welcome. But you also had a very uncertain year last year. So I feel like we're on the same page where we've kind of been here.
Yeah.
Because like you're trans in a state that like doesn't want you to exist. So I can't imagine.
And it seems like there's more of those now.
There are more of
Like
those.
the number is growing. So last year I had a conversation with a coworker, and now we like get coffee once a month, which is lovely. She's really great. But last year I remember it was sort of like the origin story of our work friendship. And she asked me just in the hallway, like we were on our way both to different meetings or back to where we work. And we spent more time because we had like stumbled into a deep conversation. She said, "How are you doing?" And I was like, you know what I mean? Like I had that 1,000-yard stare where my life flashed before my eyes. And I said, you know what it's like? It's like when you're hanging out with friends at somebody's pool at their house. And in the distance on the ridge, but like within sight, you see a forest fire. And you're like, how close is that? Does anyone see that fire? Like, how close is that going to get to us? And you don't know.
And everyone's like having Mai Tais on a pool noodle and being like, nah!
Yeah. And you're like, I think we're in danger. You know what I mean? Like, should we tell somebody? Should we wrap this up? Should we do something about it? Meanwhile, there's like not really anything that you as a guest at the pool party can do, but it's like really alarming.
Yeah.
And you look around and all of a sudden like some guests have gone missing, but you're like, I mean, but it's over there, right? The fire's over there. How close is it going to get? We don't know. One of our bags is packed. We might have to leave. I'm not sure. Can I have another Mai Tai? Like,
Right.
It's how to reconcile both of those things at once is, it's a lot. You asked how I was. That was a bit of an overshare.
I actually love that, and I want to build on it, and I don't care what the topic is.
Okay, great.
Because I'm actually competing with you.
That's the topic.
So I started listening to this podcast in 2025, The Daily Stoic with Ryan Holiday. And he's a liberal crumb from Austin, and he's a straight cis white man. But I love him because he talks a lot about the Stoics, as in the Stoic philosophers, and everything that's happened in history and where we kind of fit. And I've always said to people, the most comforting part about my life and my work, whether it's civil rights, whether it's activism, whether it's inclusion work, whatever, every aspect of my life is about this, right? It's about making people feel safe, making people feel productive, making people feel psychologically safe, making them feel like they belong. And that has been a through line. And I say, I read history to comfort myself. People go, well, why do you want to read the horrors of history? And I said, because I know we've been here, and I know people have survived, and I know families have survived, and I know communities have survived, despite what a small group of powerful, mostly men, like to do to the rest of the world. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? And even that, sometimes I struggle with. Because I just feel like we're kind of through, the Overton window? Like the Overton window has shifted a little bit.
A lot
bit, right?
Yeah.
And where we're at. So I'm so comforted, and I really like the Daily Stoic because it actually goes back to one of the concepts I love. I use it all the time, which is control the controllables. What can you control? Right? Whether it's the sleep you get, what you put into your body, the relationships you curate, like moving your way out, right? What can you control? And I think for those of us in this country that have had immediate encroachments on our safety, like a trans person in a state where your existence is an issue, for people who are not trans and aren't affected by you, I find this moment in our country really unique because people are feeling that feeling for something happening completely across the world. And I'm like, welcome, but where were you?
Yeah.
A little bit. You know what I mean? Where I'm like...
Yeah. No, where
have you been?
Where were you for, like, progressives and leftists, especially to, like, liberals who are moving. But here's the thing. The Overton window shifts all of us.
Yes, it's
and
true.
I think it's shifted so much that people who would have found themselves within the Overton window of generally socially acceptable beliefs to hold now are like, I'm not in the Overton window anymore. And the leftists are like, yes, we haven't been in the Overton window because we've been to the left of it, right?
Right. Ha! Alt-right.
Yeah, and actually, I don't want to go too far in the Overton window, but my theory is it's actually split in two. And that's why we're divided enough that when we talk to each other on different sides of the political spectrum, we sound like we're describing different realities.
I do think that's fair. What is that thing, the Mandela effect?
The Mandela effect, yeah. That's like if the Fruit of the Loom logo has a cornucopia on it.
I know. Does it?
I don't know. I don't know if it does or not because I'm not a devotee of the Fruit of the Loom. So I don't remember one way or the other.
Oh man. Fruit of the Loom really never got a hold of the lesbian to trans man pipeline that dominated my 20s from a dating perspective.
It's more like Haynes and Jockey, I would think.
So much.
Yeah.
Jockey should only do ads for trans men.
Correct.
They have a lock on trans men.
Yeah.
No one's sure why.
No one's sure why.
Like, full lock. Maybe now there's like Bombas and shit, but back in the day...
Yeah.
I think it was a lack of money.
Well, yeah. Remember Me Undies?
No.
Me Undies was this thing. I don't know if it's still around, but it was dominating the like social media influencer.
Me Undies. No, I haven't heard of that.
Me Undies. It was like affordable underwear was their whole thing.
You know what? Controversial.
Underwear's expensive.
Controversial post. If it's going on my lady parts, I will splurge. Treat yourself to some cotton. You deserve it. Cotton
for sure. You know what? I actually this is a little bit vulnerable of me to talk this openly on the dish, but there is a line of a Kohl's House brand of underwear that is designed for men, but it is a bikini brief cut and it has a seam in the front.
Wow.
And if you are a trans woman and you want to be comfortable, you need some room in the underwear, right?
Yeah.
But it's a Kohl's House brand. I've been buying it for decades.
Wow.
And at one time I thought it was going to be discontinued and I almost cried.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because I will only buy, and I layer here's the thing, like we're really telling the trans tea on this show.
As we always
Shocking.
should and will.
Yes.
Trans.
And it's like what you layer on top of it, right? Like it's the showpiece is what goes on top of it.
Yeah.
But in order to achieve the contour that you want, like the stuff underneath, that's like, I was going to make a car metaphor, but I don't know enough about cars to do this.
Under the chassis.
Yeah, there we go. It's under the chassis.
So good.
It's this, oh girl, I'm so proud of you. It's the stuff you're never going to see.
Cheers to us.
Yeah.
We're so good at this.
Okay. It's under the chassis. You're never going to see it. Like the stuff that you want to display is going to go over top of that.
That's the same.
And even then, you're not displaying it because you're putting clothes on top of that.
Crystal fucking clear with you.
Okay.
It is the same shit for trans women. Oh, it's for cis women. The same shit for cis women. I just bought.
Come to find out, 15 years into our relationship, we're both trans.
You know, there'd be a viewer like, I knew it.
Yeah, right.
She wears too many turtlenecks. But the so I like have a hormone imbalance that causes a pretty significant amount of abdominal pain. Very sexy. Mm-hmm. And
also very trans.
And very trans. And I needed shapewear for a particular outfit, and I went to Skims, and I fell in love with the product. I fell in love with the product specifically because of the compression and my pain.
Oh, yeah.
It's really hard to find good abdominal compression where I need it. Mm-hmm. I don't need it where women typically want to feel tight, you know, and like look good for whoever, right? So like it was like it's full compression, and I'm just like, what is this? And I bought it, and then I bought more. I am like a total disciple of this brand.
Nice.
Because of how, and then I keep buying and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And then I buy a bodysuit, and there's a liner, and it's still tight, and it's compressed, and I'm like, you know, you think about it, and I'm like, who knows in the design team who maybe thought about this? And the same thing for Kohl's. Like, you never know who's in the room in those moments, and that's why diversity matters, but like that's why like just getting ideas in the room matter. Yeah. And it could have been an accident, but like this shit saves my life. And you know I don't ride for Kim K, but even her shit around, she has like 1 cupped bras.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, so many breast cancer survivors just want 1 cup.
Yeah.
And no one was making it.
Right.
No one was making it. And it's like, why the fuck not? Yeah. And she had the capital and the privilege and the money to try it out, and if it failed,
sure. And you know what? Maybe it was Kim. It was probably someone on the team who
asked,
the right question.
Brand overall, right?
Yeah. It was Team Kim. But
right, it's the brand overall. But I think like for me, I found a solution, and I hate the Kardashians. My partner loves the Kardashians, so of course I fucking love Skims. And she's like, God damn it, Kimberly, people are dying.
People are dying, Kim.
People are dying, Kim.
I love that story when she dropped her tennis bracelet in the ocean. And
I thought it was a diamond earring from Chris Humphries. Was it a tennis bracelet?
Okay. I am disillusioned. You think you know somebody, and all of a sudden...
First of all, I live with my wife, who was obsessed with Kimberly.
I'm not a big fan of the Kardashians.
No, I'm not.
So actually, it was a diamond earring when they were in Barbados.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's insane.
It was a diamond earring from Chris Humphries. I know I have to know.
I thought it was a tennis bracelet.
It could have been a tennis
bracelet. But
I
also read it one time on a Wikipedia article because I was looking up for the origin of that phrase, which is hilarious to me.
I'm gonna look it up. Also, if you know in the chat, get in the chat. Also, Joseph Wanger. Might be watching, and he's getting married.
He probably doesn't want us to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it.
Congratulations.
We love you, and we're so excited to celebrate you.
Yeah.
This is going to be a dish.
We'll see you soon.
We'll actually post a few Instagram vids from the wedding, non-consensually.
We're going to be somewhere warm.
Yeah, thank God.
Pool. Thank God, because this is not it.
I have all my stuff for the trip
slingshot weather
in my bag.
Yeah.
And it's like a cruel joke. So I like open my bag, and I'm like, oh my God, look at my bikinis. And then I'm like, I'll just put this sweater on.
Yeah.
Real bummer. We're here to talk about competition. And I think we've nailed it.
We are. I think we have. And it's only 18 minutes into the episode, and we're getting ready to talk about competition.
New record.
Girl, do you think you're a competitive person?
I've discovered in the safety of my loving partnership that I am.
I don't think that I am, but I am. But it's only about certain things. I'm only competitive about the things that I care about. If you,
Yes.
right? Like this is an important, I think for everybody, right? It's important to identify what you care about, because any tests of physical prowess, I don't care. I'm not competitive for me, right?
Yes.
Because I never claimed to be someone with, my stats on my D&D character sheet are not strength, they're not agility, but anything that has to do with intellection, with logic, with reasoning.
You're like, I nailed that bitch.
Yeah. So I get, and also like trivia, I'm a little scared of trivia because I'm so bad at it, and it's always like very niche information that I don't have.
I
But
hate trivia.
this is a hypothetical, but it has maybe happened in my life a couple times. If you're like, by the way, you've been signed up for trivia, and the topic is like the Sailor Moon 1990s series with the Japanese subtitled version, I will be like, everyone get ready to lose.
Yeah, fucking sit down.
I will get competitive.
Yes.
And also, I'll still lose, but
Probably not.
it'll be a wild ride on the way.
I have never really considered the same thing. Like, right, every kid who wasn't athletic is like, my intellect will save me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't a cute kid, so intellect was all I had. Oh, I'm out of focus. But
I think we're in focus.
oh, we are okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
Hold on.
cut in post. Cut in post.
I think it'll work.
So I have discovered I'm competitive, specifically around like issues around intellect, but I'm not well from a competition perspective in two particular locations.
Ooh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that is the kitchen and the Scrabble board.
Oh, Scrabble.
Okay? So we have started playing,
Yeah.
my partner and I have started playing Scrabble, and when I say her learning curve
That's a dangerous game.
has actually been really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's amazing now. She has beaten me once. And I was furious. It's like, what the fuck happened?
I can only imagine.
I raised you.
You know what I love?
I created you, and now you betray me.
Oh, by winning?
Yes! This is Frankenstein. This is Mary Shelley.
Let me just reflect
I
this.
created you. You didn't know this game. I understand our race dynamics in my partnership, and I know what you're thinking.
No, that wasn't where I was going with it. I created you. Your professor.
So disgusting.
You're Professor Higgins and Eliza Doolittle. No, I wasn't going there with it.
The rain in Spain.
Now, once again,
Ooh,
where
Henry
does it rain?
Higgins.
I love Rex Harrison sing-talking.
Oh, he's so terrible.
And where's that blasted plane? In Spain, in Spain.
We told you it was going to be singing. You waited.
If you could see what we could see with the input, like the input on the mic is just like sitting in red because we're screaming.
It's been a while since an in-person dish. Anyways, let me come back. No,
You don't need to dial back
I'm
shit.
going to do my Terry Gross for the
Okay.
kitchen. So, for the kitchen, my ex fancied themselves a cook. And it would drive me fucking crazy. So we'd both get home. It was before the pandemic, so I guess we both just walked downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
But we would, like, whoever got to the kitchen first got to cook.
Oh my god, so you're like bolting.
Oh my god. And, like, it was pretty subtle. But, like, they thought they were a good cook. And they taught me a few things. And I'm not going to deny that.
Okay.
They absolutely did.
Okay.
They knew a lot more about East Indian curries. So what most people call Indian curries.
Mhm.
But in my house, it's East Indian and then West Indian. So
Yeah.
there's the delineation.
There's many different curry.
Mm-hmm. But they'd spent some time in Texas and had a lot of really good friends from India and had amazing curry recipes and like taught me how to make the curry. And
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? That's a skill that is amazing. Like, I just am so grateful I have that and a few other like techniques that were really fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else I made was better. But like, I didn't know what to do. And we would kind of like get into this thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we ate
This dance.
It was a dance. And it was like, and I now look back on it as competitive, but I didn't register it as competitive in the moment. Right? But
Yeah.
then, like, food would be served, and then, like, they would be like, well, you know what I would have done with this?
Oh, no. No.
Yes!
Nope. You save that until after the meal is done.
Or just don't.
Or
just
don't,
keep
and
it to
then
yourself.
maybe we'll talk about it.
Therapy. Go to individual therapy and talk about it. But I don't want to hear about it because I fed you.
No. Not right then.
Not in this economy.
You know what I would have done? Actually, I don't care.
I wouldn't care for it.
Eat your food. I don't like that. You know
But
what?
now I have someone who can't even boil an egg, and I've never been happier.
It's me. Yeah,
it's me.
I've learned a lot.
Me.
The rain in Spain. I learned a lot since we lived together. I used to cut up hot dogs and make canned sauerkraut.
Wait, okay, what was the hot dog dish?
It was hot dogs and sauerkraut. It was disgusting. It was plain hot dogs, boiled hot dogs, and canned sauerkraut.
So here's what happened. You had a sauerkraut moment, though.
I did. Because I was trying to reconnect with my German roots.
Yes, and you bought canned sauerkraut. Which
by the way, it's in a bag. That's how sauerkraut comes. It's in a bag. You don't buy it in a can.
Oh.
Tip. Pro tip.
Pro tip.
You should never get sauerkraut in a can. I would argue pretty much any vegetable.
I think that's fair.
Unless you have to.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I don't like who I am when I'm competitive. That's the problem with me, you know?
I agree with that. Do you think that comes from your childhood?
You agree that you don't like the person I am when I'm competitive?
No, me too.
Oh, okay. I'm just kidding.
Is it hard for you because you don't have any competition in burlesque?
It's just, I wish everyone could just get better so that I didn't have to be so tired all the time.
I know, it's just tiring.
Yeah. No, I don't know what it is. Like, first of all, competition in the realm of performance stresses me out to the point where I don't enjoy what I'm doing anymore.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's that. But just like competitive generally, like it sort of feels like it's like uncomfortable to my like personal value system, you know? And it doesn't need to be. I don't think there's anything wrong with competition with the right kind of like sportsmanship, you know?
Well, I'm going to say something. Can I say something?
Yes.
I can say this.
What if I just said no?
It's just like ended.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something, and I don't know. But I truly believe for both of us as performers, but I'm going to speak about you specifically.
We're better than everyone else.
You've always been better. No, I'm not against or for anyone. But in the range of talent, you've been above 50%. You know what I'm saying? Just again, but the competition has been with yourself. You hold yourself to a standard, right? And I think for people like you who are like, well, I'm not competition doesn't breed, good artistic work, right? I'm sure there's a lot of performers out there who are looking to be like, fuck you, you're my goal, right? And I'm really not trying to gas you up, but I think you're missing a part of the conversation, and I want you to speak to it, which is competition and what we hold ourselves to. Because I am always competing against my sexiest photo at the gym. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like competing against myself in a way, you know what I mean? And performing, you hold yourself to a very high standard.
I do, and I do enjoy competing with myself.
So yeah, this is what
I do.
Me too.
I enjoy competing with myself, but I'll also say, even though like it's deeply uncomfortable when I compete with other people, it still pushes me to do better work.
Yep.
Even if I don't enjoy the process, I will look back on what I created because of a competition. I'll be like, well, it did produce a really good number. It produced a really good act. But I do find the competition with myself to be actually enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because it's not that the stakes feel lower, but it just feels like, I don't know, I feel so exposed when I'm competing against other people and I compare myself to them and I'm just like, God, I'm such a failure. These irrational, negative self-talk comes in.
Yeah.
In the way that, like, I think I've actually learned to be kinder. I've looked upon myself with kinder eyes, which I've learned how to do. It wasn't always that way.
I think that's a learned behavior. Right?
Yeah, it wasn't always that way.
Especially as, like, a queer, myself as a trans woman.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not a trans woman.
Famously, Brooke Cardis, trans icon.
That there is something to owning that space and just saying like, hey, actually I'm not going to compare myself to anyone else. I'm going to compare myself and work on me, whatever that version is. And I think
Yeah.
that's really beautiful. Like, I think that competition, I read this really great quote. I don't do New Year's resolutions, as you know, here on the dish. You know, but I love setting goals for myself, and I love failing at them. I fail frequently. I have many goals for myself, and I meet them some days, and some days I don't. But they're still there the next morning.
Mm.
Right? And like, what is failure? What is competition? And competition against self doesn't necessarily have to be toxic. It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
We're going to end a little unconventionally.
Oh,
and I need
okay.
you to go with me.
Uh-oh.
It's been a singy night.
Yeah.
And I would like to end with an excerpt from you.
An excerpt.
So whatever you would like to sing, we're at time.
I already know.
No, we're not at time.
I already know.
But I would like you to close us out. Again, Eileen has an amazing singing voice, and never compete in the burlesque Olympics with her when she sings.
Yeah, especially when she sings.
I think we've heard a lot of singing. I committed to a sing-songy show, motherfuckers.
Yep.
So remember that. But will you sing us out, Miss Eileen?
I would love to sing you out. It is springtime, and something that I think about every spring is the song from the Disney Alice in Wonderland film from the 50s, Golden Afternoon.
With the creepy-ass acid trip flowers?
With the flowers.
They were so crazy.
Yeah. And remember when they were like, oh no, she doesn't want to hear that old thing. You know, oh, let's sing about the lily of the valley. And she says, we shall sing Golden Afternoon. That's about all of us. Sound your A, Lily. La. Me, 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 me. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh,
La, 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 la. Boom, ba, boom, boom. Little bread and butterflies kiss the tulips, and the violets are all in tune. They're a get-up in the morning glories, in the golden afternoon. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's
What
all
a
you get.
Closer.
And if you want to hear more of that, you can purchase a ticket to one of my many, many shows.
And you know what? You still may not hear it because you don't deserve it.
No, because you know what? I've got a large, large repertoire, which may or may not include Golden Afternoon.
Honestly, if you did Golden Afternoon and dressed a bunch of drag kings up as flowers, end the fucking night.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Go home, everyone.
Just like, but like
Show's
not.
over.
Yeah, just like in like white tank tops and terrible flower hats.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they would not look good.
No, it's like what you would imagine
Yeah.
would be like large flower headdresses.
Yes,
And
yes.
what you would get is like white tank tops.
Yep. Black
with
pants.
flowers printed on
Yes.
them.
Oh my God. Yes. Drawn on.
Yeah.
Drawn on.
Drawn on with Sharpie.
We're gonna keep working on the next Cover Dish Live. Clearly, we have a plan, and we have our opener and our closer.
Yeah.
With Golden Afternoon, but y'all have been delightful as usual, and I will
Come
see
back next time.
where we'll
We'll have deep conversation about things,
and we'll be more tan
and we'll be more tan
because we're gonna
we'll-
be in Florida.
That's right.
Never been, first time.
Never been.
See you next week.
Ooh, firsts. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.